Hello, darlings. Welcome to a journey through some of the most enchanting and historic pubs. Cobblestone streets, the scent of malt in the air, and stories whispered over pints for centuries. Simply divine. Can you guess where we are? So, grab a comfy seat, pour yourself a wee dram, and join me as we delve into the heart of these public houses, where history comes alive with every sip. Our first stop, darlings, is a right proper pub with a rather chilling past. The Last Drop, they call it. This name harks back to a time when the Grassmarket square outside these very doors was used for public executions. Today, the Last Drop is a lively spot, full of character and charm. But close your eyes for a moment, and you might just hear the echoes of history swirling around you. Next, we're off to the Sheephide Inn, a real blast from the past, darling. We're talking 1360, sweetie. This pub has seen it all. Kings and queens, poets and paupers, all raising a glass under its ancient beams. It's like stepping back in time, with its roaring fireplaces, cosy nooks, and a certain je ne sais quoi that only comes with centuries of laughter, tears, and good cheer. Right then, let's nip into the Royal Oak, shall we? Now, this pub is a real treat for the ears, darling. The walls are practically vibrating with the sound of fiddles, accordions, and voices raised in song. It's the kind of place where you can lose yourself in the music, tapping your feet and clapping along with the locals. Chapter 4. The Bow Bar, a whiskey lover's paradise. This place, my dears, boasts a selection of whiskies that would make your head spin faster than a Highland fling. Single malts, blends, rare vintages, you name it, they've got it. And the bar staff, oh, they're like whiskey whisperers. They can guide you to the perfect dram to suit your palate, whether you're a seasoned connoisseur or a curious newbie. Chapter 5. The White Hart Inn. Beware of friendly spirits. This place is steeped in history, darling, and rumour has it, a few spirits linger within these walls as well. They say the ghost of a former barmaid likes to rearrange the glasses, and there's a tale of a phantom dog who curls up by the fireplace. Spooky or splendid? You decide, sweetie. Chapter 6. The World's End, where the city walls once stood. This pub, my dears, gets its name from a time when Edinburgh was a walled city, and this was quite literally the edge of civilization. Of course, these days it's a bit more civilized, but you can still feel a sense of adventure in the air. It's the perfect spot to gather with friends, spin a few yarns, and imagine the world beyond the city walls. Tucked away down a winding lane, we stumble upon the Jolly Judge, a true hidden gem. This cosy little pub is like stepping into someone's front room, with its comfy armchairs, low-beamed ceilings, and a roaring fire that beckons you closer. And with their selection of real ales and hearty pub grub, it's not hard to see why this place is a local favourite. Hold on to your hats, darlings, because we're climbing to the halfway house. Perched precariously on a steep cobbled street, this tiny pub is worth every step. It's the perfect spot to catch your breath after a day of exploring and reward yourself with a well-deserved pint. Just be careful on those stairs after a couple of pints. Next, we march forth to the Ensign Ewart, a stone's throw from Edinburgh Castle. This grand old pub has witnessed its fair share of history, darling. Today, it's a favourite haunt of locals and tourists alike, drawn by its historic charm and hearty Scottish fare. And finally, we arrive at the Oxford Bar, a favourite watering hole of Edinburgh's literary set. This place has been graced by the likes of Ian Rankin, Alexander McCall Smith, and even good old J.K. Rowling herself. Order yourself a pint, find a quiet corner, and let the words flow. Who knows, you might just pen the next great Scottish novel. And there you have it, the top 10 pubs in Edinburgh, Scotland. Did you guess the location? Make sure to visit these historic spots on your next trip. Cheers, darlings. Slainte math.